To guard your privacy and aside. Well, we got somebody out. Thanks very much, Jared. How's it going? Look, thanks very much. I've never done a live feed on YouTube at the undisclosed location. So for you subscribers that actually follow me, thank you very much. That's very much appreciated. But I'm in what is called the undisclosed location. It's where I do a few product reviews in here, not so many just lately. I've been hard at it. I've been very, very busy on different projects. And I just want to show you guys that actually subscribe. Just want to show you my appreciation and say thanks very much for all the comments and likes. And even if you don't like it, thanks for watching. The undisclosed location. This was formed. I'll just put this down in a minute. This was formed for members of our group, which is called Landscape and Survival with Johnyboy. And basically, it's a group. Doing good, Jared. Thanks very much. I'm really doing good. The group is for landscapers, tree surgeons, horticulturists, garden designers, pavers. And what we've done on the group is incredible. It's had over 32,600 insights. That's likes, shares and comments in the group for the last 28 days, as they say on Facebook. So it's been really, really active. It's been very, very inspirational. It's not about me, it's about the group. And what we're doing, we're bringing a network of contractors together, and just to try and, so that we're not all alone. You see, that's the point of all of it. It's so important that we sort of put ourselves out there and we actually share what we're doing from day to day, and to ensure that no one is isolated at any time, because that's why I called it Landscape and Survival with Johnyboy. It's being a landscaper or a contractor, whatever you're doing. You're an entrepreneur. You're out there by yourself, and it's difficult. Hi George, how's it going? Good to see you on here. Yeah, absolutely, it is. Look, yeah. Just gonna read what George says there. Yeah, it is an awesome group. People check it out. Yeah, fantastic. It is a fantastic group, a great place for learning and sharing, and just so you can confide in people what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. I'm in the undisclosed location, and as I've said, it is undisclosed, and this is where I do a lot of the filming. On a Wednesday, Chris Blurton, hi bud, how's it going? Hope you're all right. Thanks very much for joining us now on this live stream. I've never done a live stream on YouTube from the undisclosed location. It's a great opportunity when you actually have this facility to use, because you can get everything you want to get out very quickly and people can see it. Just want to say George actually on there. George at Mativo Landscapes in Staffordshire. Very inspirational young lad. Love what he does. There's Jared on there. There's another great lad. The best professional group for like-minded people. There we are. It says, and it is what it is. It's great having these. Get enough Easy Joint there. Yeah, absolutely. Just to let you know, when you're watching this live stream now, Easy Joint actually sponsor the group. Just going to get rid of that now. That's a quote just come in. That'd be good to check out. That's how it's happening. I've come back from work now. Had a really busy day and I totally smashed it. Myself and Liam. It was great. And I've come back straight away and I've cleaned the van. I've cleaned the inside, in the back, and I've cleaned the front. So important that you keep on top of what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. If you have everything looking clean, that you know, it's that mindset that it makes you focus and gets you on the right road. It makes you think about things. You want things right. So just that simple little task by cleaning the van is so important. You know, it's not about me, this group. It's not about my YouTube account. Let's just get rid of that now. It's not just about me and my YouTube. I just want to share what I'm doing. For many, many years, I've always felt totally isolated, and I was out there by myself, and there was nobody I could actually share what I was doing with anyone. And what you'll find, and you guys will know, that across the country on a day-to-day basis, contractors don't really talk to each other. Well, not always. In some cases they do, but a lot of the time they won't say nothing, and It's just putting your hand up and saying, all right, how's it going? And that's about it. Nobody wants to share anything because they feel as if they're stepping on each other's toes. George, who's just on Mativa Landscapes, very inspirational young lad. There's a lad that knows a lot, and that's where I would have wanted to be when I was at his age. And I certainly wasn't doing some of the things that he was doing. Few different things, but we're all different, and that's the thing about it. We're all different. So you must come and join us, all right, when we do these live streams. If you haven't joined Landscape Survival with Johnyboy, like I said, it says Johnyboy. It's just a prophetic name. It's the name that we chose for all of us. Landscape Survival, the daily grind. That's what it's all about. So what we do in the undisclosed location on a day-to-day basis is that we actually have sponsors on here. I'm just trying to read what everybody said. We actually do have sponsors. We've got 8 live viewers at the moment, which is great. Love the videos. I'm just going to go back now. I've never seen that. It never come up. Philip Jones, what happened to the young lad that used to be with you? Phil, he actually left. He went back on the gas with his mates, and I suppose maybe in about a year's time he may be back again. Just going to read. Yeah, he may be back again. That was Josh, and Reese has gone working in a factory. That's what he wanted to do. So that's absolutely fine. I've got a nice young lad working for me at the moment. Just going to read what people say. Looking to start my own landscaping company sometime in the future. Any advice on starting up? Well, what I would say, Jack, the advice I would give you is that everything you do, make sure that you do it right. But simply, you need to put yourself out there. You know, at the end of the day, if you turn up with a trowel, a shovel, and a bucket and some sand and some cement, you can start building. It's as simple as that, you know. But if you do need some advice, I'm more than happy on hand. If you want to have a one-to-one, that's no problem at all. I'm here for you, and I can give you some good, sound, solid advice then, hopefully with a bit of luck. Love the vid. Started my own business after 15 years in civils. Yeah, Thomas, thanks very much. Civil engineering, absolutely where it should all start. If you understand civils, you'll understand the basics of everything when it comes to landscaping. It's a good start. It's a good platform. Yeah, absolutely. I remember many years ago working in Essex, and I worked with a land drain engineer, and then we was doing segmental shaft sinking, tunneling underneath railways, doing road buildings, laying those big 10x5s, those pin curbs, and doing the drainage, and also cutting those Hepworth clay pipes on the drainage, not like the plastic that you see now. Very, very easy laying plastic. Well, it should be easy, but it's not done very good on a regular basis in some of these developments. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about there, no problem. Any tips on cleaning brickwork, white stuff on it? That's efflorescence. 2 different types of efflorescence. There's the sodium one and there's a salt one. And I actually I'll have to explain that in a little bit more detail when I got a little bit more time and a little bit more focus on it. If you want to drop me an email or a message on this video, or maybe I can get some information back to you about efflorescence. But there are 2 different types. If you look at the company, Easy Joint or Aspects, they will actually have on there a little bit about that. There is a product in here somewhere, but it's in that vault box that's going to go out for a charity very, very soon. So there's lots of prizes that I can't get up at the moment. I want to carry on with this live stream. If you want to message me, I don't know, that's Adam. Just if you message me, mate, I'll be able to get some details to you about sodium deposit in efflorescence, and we can talk a little bit about that. There's 2 different types. Mark Hanlon, good to see you doing a live, mate. I'm a brickie from Scotland. Love the videos. Mark, thanks very much. Do you know, buddy, I really appreciate you saying that, because it's not about my ego. It's about sharing, you know, and doing things. There's a lad that I follow on Instagram called Jameson's Brickwork, and I tell you something now, his stuff is inspirational. I did a City in Guilds years ago, only a 6-month one, but at the end of the day, it put me in good stead. But there's loads of things that I don't know. Maybe you could teach me a few things there, Mark. So thanks very much, and I'd love to share a few things with you. I'd love to see what you're having. Mark, if you're not on our group, the group on Facebook is called Landscape and Survival with Johnyboy. All right, if you go on Facebook, there is the page, but there's also the group, so get on there and have a look. Look up Aspects Project, top drawer, says Jared. Absolutely, there you are. This is how it works. This is how it helps. This is when, guys, this platform we have now these days is absolutely incredible. We've got Facebook, we've got YouTube, we've got Instagram, we've got Twitter. It's all there. It's all available. We just have to use it and make full use of it and start sharing the information. So I really appreciate that from Mark from Scotland. Thanks very much. Adam Pratt. Okay, Tar, no problem. There you are. That's how it works. That's what these platforms are about. Just want to cover a couple of things now. The last couple of days, it's the weather, or the last couple of weeks, the weather's been absolutely horrendous. I've never seen nothing like it. It's been awful. No worries, Mark. It'd be great to have you on there, mate, and I really, really appreciate it. It's great to have people in the same mindset as you. Yeah, you know, the other day when we were on site, I talked about the 3 meter rule, okay? The 3 meter rule on domestic urban properties, the new builds, okay? In this country, we have an organisation called the NHBC. They are basically an insurance company for developers. They ensure that developers are meeting criteria and standards that are set out that are agreed, okay? Now, the 3 meter rule, basically, it's about waterlogging, and what the 3 meter rule apparently ensures that the water that's logging, the water doesn't have an effect on the superstructure, and the superstructure being the property. That's what the 3 meter rule is about, okay? It's about not having any water within 3 meters of the new build, okay, in the functional area, okay? You can look this up yourself. Dom Littlewood from Get Dom, it's a consumer program. Just get on there and have a look, you'll be able to see it. And the 3 meter rule tells you that, well, what it says is that you don't want to have water near your property, and just in case it's going to cause a lot of damage, okay? So the idea of the functional area, 3 meters, I'm going about the 3 meters because what they say is that's the functional area of the garden. But when you buy a house, no matter what you pay for it, all right? Okay, you pay a lot of money for a house, and when you buy it, what we were told when we moved into this house, this is a Bellway house that I actually live in, and a Bellway home, and just down the road there, not far from the undisclosed location, and the Bellway home, when we moved in, they told us and informed us that we never bought the house for the garden when it flooded, okay? It absolutely flooded. As soon as we had a downpour of rain, the whole garden was 2 inches underwater, 2 inches underwater, and that's the truth. So eventually, having really pursued and made sure that they would listen to me, I got them to come out. They had a look, and eventually they decided that they would dig it up, and we really had to force the issue with them. Your video helped me build a decking last summer, and some of the boards have darker streaks. Is it trapped water? Seems to be related to the grain and wood density. I oiled at the end of the... Did you show Sugi-ban it, Ian? That's all I want to know. Whatever you've done with that decking, I want to have a look. But obviously, if it's darker in places, that's probably because of moisture, without a doubt. Just going to get onto that. If you want to message me after, Ian, that's no problem at all, mate. It wasn't show Sugi-ban. Well, if it's not show Sugi-ban, and I would say, is it with grooves in? Okay, because if that's the case, well, maybe it needs a little bit more of a fall of it. Can you jack it up in places, get the water off? That's the thing about that type of decking. Look, I just want to get on with this live stream. I want to talk about the 3 meter rule. And so we're on a property at the moment. We'll do grooves face down. Well, what you'll find is that probably in that, send me a picture. That's what you need to do. Ian, send me a picture. I'm here to help, and I can help you through that process. So if you want to go on info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk, just message me on that, info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. So look, no problem at all. Just message me on that. Send me a picture. I'll have a look at it for you, and I'll see what I can actually just do a couple of pictures. The 3 meter rule, as I was saying, so the property you're on, it is definitely waterlogged completely. Okay, there's water throughout, but now we've accommodated the water. We've got rid of that water problem, but they literally add 2 inches of soil. Now, you don't need a lot of soil to actually grow grass, okay? You don't need a lot of soil to grow grass. But what you need underneath, you need some ground that has a porosity value, so the water can just go through. But in this case, it literally is like concrete. Okay, absolutely like concrete. So on my recent videos, on a vlog that I'm doing this thing called the Daily Diary at the moment. I suggested that it was the developer or maybe the ground workers that actually works on that particular project. Okay, that's it. Okay, and it is down to the NHBC. Okay, the homeowner pays the developer, who pays NHBC, to ensure that the insurance is working well. But in this case, it's not. It just doesn't happen. It's just a regular occurrence across the country. If you've got a new build and it's holding water, it's waterlogged, if it's within 3 meters, you can go back to the NHBC and you can make sure that they do it. I'm not blaming any ground workers whatsoever per se, and I'm not doing it. And I'm not on here tonight on a live stream to try and make amends, because that's not what it's about, right? If you've got anything about it, you'll understand that if you're going to put soil on a piece of ground that is like concrete, waterlogging is going to happen. It's as simple as that. So what you need to do, that ground needs to be turned over. There's nothing wrong with stone in the ground. It's good drainage. Okay, it's good drainage. You need to leave the stone in the ground. It's not always that bad. Okay, you see a lot of people sometimes when they're laying new lawns, you'll see them raking all the stone off. Don't rake it off. There's no need for it. You just need a bedding layer. What do we call it? A loam on top, so you can bed your grass on. And but you need a lawn that's going to have a porosity value. Joe says, working with bad clay at the moment, not fun. No, it's not good at all. And, you know, I can tell you something now, Gerard, with the sandstone that we lay all too often, clay can be a real pain in the backside. And I did a video the other day saying I keep things as clean as much as I can. But unfortunately, when we put the sheet down the other day, and this is what happens, people say to me, well, why didn't you keep the sheet down, John? You said that you were going to keep it clean. But the fact is, we were slipping all over the sheet. It was like being on ice with all the water that was coming on there. It was raining, it was pouring down. But we dug it out. Lollipop Lady's working the wet, and we got it all out. The pavement is clean. I've laid a basalt little cobble edging, contrasting brick edge along that patio now, and it's looking fantastic. And here I am. I'm in the undisclosed location. I'm filming live on YouTube because I just want to talk to you guys and tell you about my experiences on a day-to-day basis. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a vlog out later on. I don't know if I've got enough material, because I'll tell you why I haven't got enough material, because I've been hard at it today. I haven't stopped all day, okay? I haven't even had nothing to eat until I came home, all right? So here I am in the undisclosed location, and we're sharing information. It's a passion. I'm just so keen to get this information out and share with you, and for you guys to share with me. I don't know it all, okay? Let's just take you around the undisclosed location. So what we have on the back of the wall here is, this is the Easy Joint from Aspects. They're a sponsor of the group. It's a great product. If you want to go to the website, it's www.aspects.co.uk. I actually have somewhere, there we are. I'll just put it over to one side here. You'll see it on that. There it is, Aspects, A-Z-P-E-C-T-E-S, aspects.co.uk. And the reason you're seeing it all back to front is because that's how the camera works. Aspects, www.aspects.co.uk. There's lots of things. They've got lots of products on there. Go on their site and have a look. They've got lots of information. The technical guy called Jeff Carter, or Jeff Aspects, is inspirational in itself. There's not a lot that Jeff can't tell you about the staining and mineral deposits in pavement that you'll see all too often these days. Okay, that's the Aspects people. The other people that we actually sponsor us on the group is, I know you're going to see it back to front, but so I'll read it to you. It's called Cheap Grass. cheapgrass.co.uk. But believe you me, that's just a marketing thing. But I'll tell you now, their grass is absolutely wonderful. They deal with probably some of the major leading manufacturers of artificial grass in Europe, okay? Manufactured in Europe and brought to the UK. And the service you have with these guys is absolutely second to none. And it's been proven on the group. And like I said, if you're not on the group and you want to join the group, get on it tonight. It's on Facebook. It's called Landscape and Survival with Johnyboy. not the Daily Grind. If somebody can put me right. If somebody wants to put a link up there for me, Jared, if you're watching, that'd be great. But it's called Landscape Survival with Johnyboy. It's on Facebook. It's a closed group, but get on there. Some of the stuff that goes on there is absolutely incredible. So there we are. There's the cheap grass. There are aspects and the other people that we actually have on here. And I'll find it somewhere. Where are we? I can't think now. Well, the sandstone that you see here on the background, that is the group sponsor, and that is Sandstone Supplies in Cheshire. Sandstone Supplies, and that's run by a gentleman called Chris Ayres. I'm just going to turn this around now so you'll be able to see his company and his logo. Next thing I'm going to tell you about is whiteboard. The whiteboard. There we are. There's the logo. Sandstone Supplies. Let's see if we can turn this on. No, the battery's gone on that. Let's move that to one side. So this is where we do a lot of product reviews. I won't tell you what's in that. There we are, Sandstone Supplies. They're UK 01925 918 978. Speak to Chris Ayres, Sandstone Supplies. Fantastic company, great service. But behind me, just over here, and I'm going to have to start wiping that off very, very soon. I've got markers on there. This is from Christmas. This is called the whiteboard. This is where we have a Whiteboard Wednesday, and we talk about all sorts of things on here. And we discuss laying problems, sandstone problems, etc., etc. Working with bad clay at the moment. Yeah, it says Gerard. Just got those coming on there. Let's just wipe this off here at the moment. Just get this off here. So what we actually have on here on a day-to-day basis, every Wednesday, we will talk about plants, we will talk about paving. I need a little bit of water on there. We will talk about paving, we will talk about decking, and all the problems that are created on a day-to-day basis in landscaping. It's February now, isn't it? Yeah. If there are any landscapers or any contractors on here that are actually watching now, how busy are you at the moment? Or if you're just a consumer, if you're looking for a contractor, I guarantee you we will have somebody on the group that can facilitate your project anywhere in the country. Just get this off here now. I'll get that off later on, Mr. That's about it. I just wanted to show you the undisclosed location and just show you where it's from. And there we are. Oh yeah, before we go, all good suppliers and great to do it, Gerard. Thank you very much. I'm glad somebody else is on here. This here, and I've never done this on YouTube. I'm going to continue to do it, and we're going to do it again in the future. This is what I call the Shosugi Ban wall. Okay, there we are. It's a way of preserving wood, and it really, really brings the grain out in the product, okay? And it's an ancient Japanese method for preserving wood. Jared says he's very, very busy here. And that little stars and stripe there is, without doubt, is it a bit posh there? Is it a bit posh where? I don't know where that meant, so I apologise for not... getting all that. I've got a lot of work to do in the undisclosed location. YouTube videos actually. Going, bud. Glad to see you. Thanks very much for subscribing, and thanks very much for the thumbs up. And remember, the undisclosed location is for landscapers, contractors, and pavers, and people alike. So if you want to join the group, get on Facebook. It's called Landscape Survival with Johnyboy. I've said it a few times. They need to repeat the process. Even with the YouTube videos, I'm going to keep repeating this. Even with the YouTube videos, I'm going to keep repeating the same old story over and over again till we all start to understand and we all start working with each other. It's so important that we share each other's knowledge. So I'm going to do it on a day-to-day basis. Wasn't able to get a vlog out today, but I'll definitely get one out tomorrow. I'll be able to show you what I've been doing yesterday and tomorrow as well. So there we are. Thanks very much. That's it. If you can, just be nice. I really, really appreciate it. All the best.